During times of uncertainty, it's comforting to know we have a healthcare system in our community that's been committed to supporting us for well over a century. In this current time, we are standing together, and our bond is stronger than ever. KDMC, caring for our community like no one else can.
Tim, that mustache is glorious.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Ben, you can start us off.
It's been some week for you, man. Just what is your – I mean, I know the approach hasn't changed or anything, but how locked in do you feel right now? Is this one of the better weeks you've had?
Yeah. I'm just feeling locked in, just trying to kind of like I've been saying, just see ball, hit ball, not try to do too much. Just put good swings on balls, and, that's what I've been doing. When
you step to the plate there with men on, the game's tied, you hit that 3-1 shot, are you looking to get the ball out of the ballpark, or is it just a matter of trying to hit the ball hard somewhere?
No, I was really just trying to hit the ball hard somewhere. He had thrown me a couple off-speed pitches, and just kind of saw one that was up enough and put a good swing on it. But, wasn't really trying to put the ball in the yard, just kind of put a good swing on it, and it just happened. So,
Nick?
You might have had the best view of Hayden's single there. Just what was that like, just watching from the on-deck circle?
Oh, awesome. I mean, after what happened there in the ninth, just kind of some tough stuff that didn't go our way. Just be able to see that happen from that view was awesome. Having JV slide in and then run and see everybody run after Hayden, it was great.
For you, as hot as you are right now, do you want that situation, or were you kind of relieved when Hayden gets that hit?
I mean, I was ready to go, and actually the funny thing is Jacob Gonzalez, before that inning started, I was getting my stuff on. He's like, "Why are you getting your stuff on? You're not even going to hit. Hayden's about to get the walk-off." I was like, all right. Hey, I'm just going to get my stuff on in case. But no, I mean, I was ready to go, of course. But I was happy for Hayden.
Fish.
Tim, did you guys just breathe a sigh of relief after the eighth? I mean, I know it took a lot of pressure off. What was it like going back out for the ninth?
Yeah, I mean, it's always, a little bit of relief when you get a little bit of a lead. I think we maybe let our guard down a little bit in that last inning, and they got a couple of hits and strung some stuff together. But, we battled back in that last inning and got some base runners and, were able to win the game. So, you got to win all kinds. So we were just happy to win it.
Ben?
Kind of gets lost a little bit, Tim, with all the home runs and stuff. But Hayden's been doing this all year as far as getting hits and big knocks and timely knocks. What has the growth been like for him, in your opinion, just watching him in year two?
Oh, I mean, he's been great since he's been here, but it's been awesome to see how well he's been swinging the bat also this year. I know he was swinging really well at the end of the year last year, but just to see him doing so well, it's awesome. It's really good for us, and I'm really happy for him. His development is awesome. He's already really good behind the plate, and now his bat's really getting hot, and and we knew that. We knew that when he was coming here, and but it's good to see.
Nick?
After the letdown last week, what did it mean to go 5-0 this week?
It was great. You can't win them all, and we kind of had a little bit of a lapse last weekend, but it's great to battle back and kind of play how we can play. So we're really happy about that.
Did you say anything to the team, or did the coaches say anything that kind of helped steady you guys after those losses?
Not a whole lot. Just kind of to just be ourselves, and we know how good we are, and just to stay within ourselves and just play how we can play. We had some good practices, and some great games there in the midweek, and just kind of carried it on into this weekend. So.
Any more questions for Tim? All right, Tim. All good. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
We'll have Tyler Myers up next.
Tyler, man, I mean, your recovery from Tommy John was tough, and you lost last year. To be contributing right now, how do you feel, and what do you feel about your start?
Oh, it feels great. I'm just happy that I can make an impact on this team, missing last year. But it feels great to be one of the guys coming out of the pen today and help this team win.
Does your arm and your stuff feel like it did before the injury?
I feel better, actually. I think a big thing was mentality, coming from 2019 up until now. And, you go through a whole year and, your mentality changes a little bit. You know, you go through a lot of tough times. You know, it's a lot of grit that makes you come back. But, you know, stepping back on the field, I cherish the game so much more, and just a happier person just to be back on that field.
Nick?
With that mentality change, just what goes through your head when you are coming out for a weekend series and a close game like this?
You get those nerves back, you know, for sure. But you know, you kind of fight through it, and that's baseball, and you get to enjoy the atmosphere and enjoy and just focus on each pitch, you know, and that's what you got to do.
Did you always expect to be able to be back this soon for this year?
No, just waiting for, you know, my name to be called, you know, and that's whenever my name's called, I'm gonna be ready.
Any more questions for Tyler? All right, Tyler. All good. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Hey, Mike, if you would just tell us what you saw in Hayden's at bat there in the ninth.
To be honest with you, I didn't even recall the pitch, but just where you want to be. You know, if you're going to be in the bottom of the ninth and you got to score, you want the guy that's your best hitter at the plate, your 3-hole guy, and with the way Elko's been swinging right him, and I think we were pretty comfortable that he was going to be able to move it somewhere, but he's had a terrific year to this point, and just really proud of him, proud of the growth he's made as a hitter. We talked about it in preseason and last fall, just really being able to change his approach and be able to hit the ball the other way, to be able to really cut down the strikeouts, and of course today, I think going in today he had like 9 walks and 1 strikeout, and so just I think a tough position to put themselves in with again Hayden batting with first and second, 1 out.
Belmont's ninth inning, their rally there. Did you feel like your guys were catching too much of the plate, or were those just very competitive at bats on their part?
I just, I think, we blow it in the beginning where, you got a 3-run lead and you get 2, base runners immediately. And that's, that's not good. It's not a good mix. I thought Broadway was tremendous, and, was kind of hoping that we wouldn't use him. And then with when it was close, figured he would pitch the 9th, but then with a 3-run lead, maybe we would escape without having to use him. But he had to come in there, and I thought he did great. He did a good job. I don't know where the last pitch that Bianco got the base hit or double. I'm not sure where that pitch was located, but I thought he pitched really well. You got to understand, his 2 outings, he pitched basically 3 innings of baseball in 24 hours. And not that it's too much, but the pressure, the pitches that he had to make. Remember, he pitched the 8th yesterday with a tie score. Then he pitches the 9th with a 1-run lead. So how many pitches did he have to make, with the winning run at the plate? That's tough to do. So to kind of, put it on him, that's certainly not the case. I mean, if he can pitch like that every weekend, we're going to win a lot of games.
Nick?
It seemed like not just Elko, but Graham and Van Cleve were also getting some stronger swings this weekend. Yeah. Did you see any changes in approach from those guys, or were they just kind of getting better pitches and putting them in play?
I think it has more to do with just being on time. And I think, we were on time for the fastball. We talked, so much this week. We've played 4 times about being able to, with 3-2, being able to let some of those balls go. Today maybe we weren't as efficient in that. We still won some of those battles. Jacob Gonzalez, won that battle, in the last inning and got the first base, and to get Dunhurst to the plate. But I think what you're saying is true, and I don't really have the answer. If we had it, we'd bottle it up, and make sure. But I think it has to do with a lot of things. One, you're 25 plus at bats into the season. Number 2, so with that, you've seen a lot more pitches, and I think you're a little more comfortable at the plate. Plus, I think some of those, nerves or jitters or that some of the guys may have gotten, I think, some of that's gone. And so when you look throughout the lineup, some guys, starting to really swing. And of course, Elko has a monster week, but I thought Graham, starting to really look like himself. Dunhurst has, been terrific since the get-go. Bench is really heated up. So, Van Cleve, swung it well, hit a ball yesterday. Seemed like it was going to go against the scoreboard, but the wind held it up, and they got a big double today. So, yeah, that's nice to see that the offense is starting to heat up.
With the power in general, is this kind of what you expected based off of seeing the fall in the spring, or was this kind of more power output this weekend?
I think today was just one of those days where the ball, the wind was still blowing in a little bit, but it was blowing straight in from center, so you could get it out down the lines, and the ball would carry down the lines. Yesterday we hit some really good balls, and they did too. So I mean, this is not to to make excuses, but certainly Van Cleve gets a big home run yesterday, and maybe a couple others. So we swung at some good pitches and got some good balls. It's just sometimes the weather isn't conducive. That's one of the difference in our game. I mean, yesterday wind's blowing in about 15 miles an hour. There's been some days where it's been really cold or really damp. And at our place, when it's chilly or certainly really damp and it's really, you can feel that dampness in the air, the ball just doesn't carry. But when you get the warmer days and drier days, it's much easier, as you can see, for the ball to get out.
Mike, we've already talked about how cool Tyler's story is, but to see how far he's come to get to a place where now you're using him in high leverage situations, what did that say about just the work he put in that rehab to get to this place now to where you're using him in high leverage situations?
Well, he's just a tremendous kid, and we've talked so much about his story. I think earlier in the week when he started that game, that what a shame to lose that piece. From 2019, where he was such an important part of our bullpen. He has that injury. That it's a difficult rehab, and for him to come back, but I don't think anybody ever doubted that he would come back. He's one of those guys that's just a super disciplined, high energy, very positive, giant smile. He's the one that if somebody's coming back from it, he's coming back from it, and so I don't think anybody ever really doubted this. And to do it in 12 months, and to be this effective is pretty impressive. It's not unheard of, but there's some guys that it takes longer. But I don't think it's a surprise to anybody, not just me, but anybody on the staff or anybody on the team, that he's able to do what he's did this week.
Any more questions for Coach? All right, Coach. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.